Hello everybody, welcome to another Southbaygamers battle report. Today we had the Blood Angels, new Blood Angels, going against the Ultramarines. Let's go over the battalion first. Leading off the battalion, and who will be my warlord, is a Librarian Jed. He has a melta gun instead of the Stormbolter, and it's all his regular gear. These are his powers. He'll have obviously Smite, Quickening, and Wings of Sanguinius. Can't wait to use that on him. Second in command on the battalion is a Sanguinary Priest. I gave him a Combi Melta, and he just has a regular chainsword. Sorry, that is a little bit of a proxy. And we have a unit of Scouts. They have their combat knives, and the Sergeant has a Combi Melta, I believe. And then we have two Tactical Marine Squads, kitted out the same, both with heavy flamers. And then the Sergeant has a Combi Melta, I believe, inside a Rhino. We also have a Ball Pred with his twin assault cannon, heavy bolters, a las pred, twin las cannon on top and two on the side. And then in the vanguard we have Lamarty's leading it off because I love using him, with 7 Death Company with 2 Thunderhammers. Believe me, they're Thunderhammers. Sorry, there's a little bit of another proxy. 2 Death Company Dreads with Stormbolter Melta gun, and then I gave him actually Blood Talons because I want to try them out. I like that. The fact that they can reroll hits and wounds, so don't really need to camp a captain near them in order to worry about that. Then we just got a small unit of Sanguinary Guard. They just have their Angelus bolt guns and Carmine swords. And then last but not least, we have the Storm Raven. It has twin assault cannon, twin las cannon, twin multi-melta, storm strike missiles, and I don't believe I gave it the Hurricane bolters because they are now 20 points. This guy went up in cost due to chapter approved, so rightfully so, but yeah, that kind of hurt my list a little bit. And that is my 2,000 points. I did forget to say my relic. It will likely be on the Librarian Jet. I think he could take a relic. He's going to take the one where anytime he uses a command point on a 5-up, I get every time he uses a stratagem on a 5-up, I get a command point back. And that is my list. Good.
Alright, so I have an Ultramarines Space Marine Army. It's a battalion detachment. The 2 HQs are Tigurius, who has Smite, Veil of Time, Might of Heroes, and Psychic Fortress. Ooh. And then a Lieutenant, who has a Jump Pack and a Teeth of Terra relic.
Cool.
That's it. And then troops are 3 5-man scout squads with sniper rifles.
Cool.
Elites are 5 Hammernators.
Whoa!
Behind the big boss, and an apothecary.
Nice.
And then 10 Stern Guard, just their special ammunition, nothing else.
Okay.
And then heavies are 10 Devastators over there with 4 grav cannons and the Armorium Cherub.
This one. This is the Devastators. Oh, this one.
Yeah, and the Stern Guard.
This is the Stern Guard. Gotcha.
And then a squad of 3 Devastator Centurions, all with las cannons and Centurion missile launchers. And then centerpiece is this guy, who's Guilleman.
Yes, he obviously doesn't look like him, but it's who he's running him as. Ooh, he looks so cool. Very cool. Nice. And that is your 2,000 points. We are playing Tactical Gambit, I believe it was.
Yeah.
This is the mission we rolled off for. We're doing some of the new chapter approved missions, and we got Tactical Gambit, which is kind of cool. You kind of gamble on how much you think you're going to get for the turn before even seeing the cards. And then, so like, let's say I declare that I get 2, and I only got 3 that turn. I only get 2, and yeah, that's kind of how that works. Other than that, it's basically the same kind of Maelstrom of War mission. There's 3. Draw 3 a turn. So this is objective 4 right here, objective 1 right up there where those scouts are. All the Centurions, Lieutenant, Apothecary, Librarian, all back there. Actually, Lieutenant's right there. With the Stern Guard, no, those are the Devastators. Objective 2 is up here where my scouts infiltrated up. We have objective 6 right there in the middle. Objective 3 over there on that building. And then we have objective 5 right here. You can see all my stuff kind of hiding as much as they could from the Centurion Devastators, because I know those are going to be the most deadly, especially with Guilleman. And the Storm Raven with the Death Company Dread inside right there. I would have put the Death Company in there, but they wouldn't have fit because they have jump packs. And yeah, all that stuff is going to be in reserve. The Sanguinary Priest, Marquise, Death Company, and Sanguinary Guard. Those are in the Rhino, 2 tactical squads, and they're obviously right there. And he deployed first, just barely, so we get +1 to this roll off to see who goes first. And I roll a 5, not bad. He rolls a 4, so he ties. So what do we roll? 4. 1? Oh, it's okay.
So you go first.
So I go first unless you could seize. And you gotta...
I do.
Ah, crap. Alright. On to Ultramarines, turn 1. Ultramarines turn 1. He bid only 1 objective before seeing his objectives, and this is what he got. Honor your chapter. Score a victory point if an enemy character lost a wound as a result of an attack made by one of your characters during this turn. If an enemy character was slain as a result of this attack, score D3 instead. Objective 4, which is conveniently right there. Emperor's Retribution, score D3 if you control a marker that was controlled by your opponent. The start of the turn, if you control 3 or more that were controlled by your opponent, get D3 plus 3. And advance, get out of your deployment zone. For his movement, Centurions moved out to shoot the Predator, likely. That's really the only thing that's in range and sight. Grad Devastator stayed still, Lieutenant stayed still. Tigris moved up, Guilleman moved up. Scouts kind of moved up to prevent me from deep striking closer to his lines. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. During the psychic phase, he tried to cast Smite onto the scouts, did 1 mortal wound up there, so 1 scout died. And that was it. On to Ultramarines shooting phase and assault phase, turn 1. End of Ultramarines turn 1. He obviously scored objective 4 for being on that objective right there. And the scouts easily died, no problem, from Stern Guard mainly, and some other scouts did, I think, the last one. And all the Centurions with the rerolls. Actually, the Predator actually lived on 1 wound left, surprisingly, even with a reroll. So he used a command point. He didn't get it back. And that was that. I think that's really it, other than these scouts over here shooting into the Librarian Dread because they had snipers. Didn't do a wound though. So that is it. He scored 1 turn, or 1 point, sorry, and he dumped the Retribution one, which is getting one of the objectives I hold. So that's that. He got 1 point and first blood. So 2 points. I think that's still a secondary objective. We'll check, but he has 2 points for now. And on to Blood Angel's turn. Blood Angels turn 1. I chose to only score 1 objective marker. I drew secure objective 4, which is in his deployment zone. Overwhelming firepower, just kill something in the shooting phase. Hold the line, which I can't get in the first turn. So, may dump that, we'll see. Defend 5, which is, oh crap, over there. Yeah, which I guess apparently, according to this mission, you can't score, or doesn't count. Okay. Objectives that you score on your opponent's turn don't count towards the objectives you score. Is that how it works? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that actually will be completely useless this game, I think, if I'm thinking about this right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to probably go for Roaring Firepower to get at least 1 point this turn. As you can see, Death Company came on, but he used the Auspex scan and killed quite a bit of Death Company. There's only 2 Thunderhammers left. There's a Marquise, Sanguinary Priest, Sanguinary Guard. The Storm Raven moved as far up as possible, 45 inches. The Ballpred, along with the Rhino, moved up. The Rhino advanced. The Librarian Dread, which he's over there, he used the Quickening. He moved up and then used the Quickening, so he moved up there and smited because he was in range of some scouts and killed 2 of them. I'm sorry, a little harder to see. They're underneath the Storm Raven there. Killed 2 there, and that was it. The Predator, who was on 1 wound, stayed still. And yeah, let's go on to the shooting phase and the very important assault phase for Blood Angels turn 1. So I forgot, I didn't realize you can still actually get points for still holding that objective, so I was not really understanding it, so I actually did lead the Death Company Dread there. Obviously all that stuff still moved up. During the shooting phase, he shot into the Centurions to shoot back, and with the 6s, actually, because he normally hits on 5s with 1 wound left, but then Tigris gave them -1 to hit, because that's just his ability. And he actually got 2 hits, but then he passed both of his saves, so that sucked there. The Combi Melta from the Sanguinary Priest that's there. Got a hit, and I had to use command point to wound, but then he passed it on a 5+ because they are touching cover, because they are infantry after all. Then the Storm Raven shot everything he could into him, except the Hurricane Bolters, which went into the scouts and killed them, giving me the overwhelming firepower. So I'll get that extra point for that. And then I think the only thing that killed a Centurion was the multi-multi. Everything else that went into him. The last cannon is the Storm Strike missiles. He passed all his saves. So that's a big deal because those two guys can make a big difference. Yeah, other than that, the Ball Pred shot into the scouts, killed a couple of them, and then the Storm Raven finished them off with the Hurricane Bolters. I did actually give it to him, re-looking at it. And also a big thing, I'm so sorry guys, I actually didn't have Sanguinary Guard in the list. So yeah, that's my bad. Whoops. Either way, we caught it before they even did anything, before they shot or got shot at from off-spec scan, so it won't make a big difference, but sorry about that. The Marties charged into the scouts and killed all of them but two. Or all of them but one, and I think he needs to take leadership on that, or morale test, but we'll do that in a sec. And, oh, he doesn't need to do his attack back too. That is my turn. I will get 1 point, and will likely dump... we're gonna probably 4, because that's right here. On to Ultramarines turn 2. Ultramarines turn 2. He gambited 1 point, which he automatically got because he got Master of the Warp. He also killed a character with one of his characters, so that'll give him an extra D3. The reason why is because he's smited. And to Lamarty's got 11, takes 6 wounds, and I didn't pass any of my Black Rage rules, or Feel No Pain equivalent. And yeah, he died. Then for the movement, Terminators came on right here, just in preparation for stuff that's going to be coming towards them. Stern Guard moved around onto this objective more and to see the Storm Raven. The Lieutenant moved up. Obviously the Scout moved back, so in order for him to... Actually, he could have still smited, but he was going to shoot him in case he still lived. Tigers moved up there, and the Apothecary healed... Where is he? Where's the Apothecary? I don't see him. No, he's somewhere in there. Either way, he healed the Centurions and brought him back up to 1 wound. He had to use a command point to reroll that die as a 4+, but he got it, and then he also got his command point back, so he got that. So it's a good turn all around for him. And this is just the movement phase. Let's go on to the shooting phase for the Ultramarines. Turn 2. Very effective Ultramarine shooting phase. As you can see, Storm Raven's gone. The Death Company Dread dropped out. I rolled a 1. I had to re-roll it with a command point in order to even keep that guy alive. And then shot him with Devastators. He's been rolling really well, so it's been a tough game. Obviously, Guilleman helps a lot too. But yeah, that happened. He killed the Storm Raven effectively. He also shot one of the last cannons, or the twin last cannons, over into the Pred. He died. And obviously the Death Company died from... I don't remember. Guilleman, because he had rapid fire 2 or 3. So, what is it called? The Hand of Dominion. Nice. Very cool name. And that happened, so he scored Master of the Warp. He scored Honor of the Chapter. And he obviously still had Secure Objective 4. So, I'm not sure what his total is yet. I think it might be 1 for First Blood, 2 for the extra, what's it called? The Gambit. So he had 3, 4, and he rolled a D3 for this one. He got 1, so he has 6. 6 total. Okay, so I'm going to have to win on objectives. Here we go. On to Blood Angels, turn 2. Blood Angels turn 2 movement phase. Well, I bid 2 because I felt like I could maybe get 2. Knowing that I already had Hold the Line, I figured I would try for 2, but I'm actually not going to get that this turn, Hold the Line. I got Secure Objective 3, Secure Objective 2, and Secure Objective 1. 1 is unfortunately right there, but 2 is up there with my Librarian Dread, who cast Wings on Sanguinius on himself, flew up there, which he can because he has a fly keyword. That's the only reason why. And then I also use a stratagem to allow a jump back unit to fly over within 9 inches of an enemy, but he's not. It's just to go over here and cap this objective for me. So that's 2 points automatically, so I'll get an extra 2 points for this. And not hold the line because I needed to get the Rhino out there to maybe keep the Librarian Dread for a turn. Yeah, we'll see. The Ball Pred moved up just to get in range of some assault cannons, and the heavy bolters are obviously in range. The Tactical Marine Squad moved up, got out of the transport. The other one moved back over here in preparation to get hold of the line next turn. Death Company Dread just stayed still because I don't know why. Yeah, he's not going to really do anything anymore. I think That's really all I need to say. I tried to cast Smite from the Librarian Dread, and I think the Stern Guard may have been a little bit closer than Guilleman, but he denied it anyway with Tigris because he is in range. He wasn't in range before I cast Wings, so I started with Wings, flew up there, and then yeah, that happened. So that is it. Let's go on to a really quick shooting phase for Blood Angels turn 2. At end of Blood Angels turn 3, obviously didn't kill too much, but objective-wise it did grab a lot of points, so here's hoping. I will score objective 3. That's the one right near the Sanguinary Priest that flew over. I score objective 2 because of the Librarian Dread, as aforementioned, flew up there with Wings, the Sanguinius. And not any of these, so I will dump 1 because that is right here. I don't plan to go over there anytime soon. And that's it. I got technically 4 points because of the Gambit. I called 2, got 2. And yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. For the shooting phase, I just killed 3 Stern Guard. I shot everything I could into Stern Guard just because, why not? I wasn't going to really do much to Centurions. Although I guess, when I think about it, I wasn't really in range of the assault cannons, but yeah, the heavy bolters probably should have gone to the Centurions. Now I think about it, because there's a guy on 1 wound. Oh well, my fault. Not a big deal because he could probably just bring him back anyway. And the way he's been rolling, it's probably going to happen. Either way, 4 points for me. On to Ultramarines turn 3. Ultramarines turn 3, full turn recap. As you can see, the Rhino's dead from Guilleman charging it, and the Grav Centurions shooting it. The Stern Guard started off by shooting and killing all but 1 Tactical Marine, and then Guilleman finished off with his Hand of Dominion, and then charged in there, like I said, and blew it up. And actually took 3 mortal wounds in the process. Also, my Librarian Dread also took 3 mortal wounds because it blew up. It was a 6-inch bubble, I believe, so that's what happened there. The Centurions over here, Grav Centurions, or the, what do they call it? Centurion, yeah, Centurion Grav, yeah. No, they don't have Grav, sorry. The Las Cannon and missile launchers shot into the ball pride and killed it. It actually made 3 6s, because I mean, obviously the rerolls to hit and wound was pretty good. So he blew up, he did not blow up, sorry, but he did 12 wounds to it, so that did kill it. At least the missiles didn't do anything, or couldn't shoot. And I think that's it. He tried shooting some scouts into the Sanguinary Priest over here. Didn't do anything, but during the psychic phase, he cast Smite from Tigris onto him. I tried to deny with the Librarian, who was just in range, and he only rolled a 5, so all I needed was a 6 to deny it. I rolled a 3 and a 1, used the command point to reroll it, and still rolled another 1, so I didn't deny that. So he took 2 wounds, but that's okay, because I'm likely going to fly him away and hide, because at this point there's no way I'm going to take on all this. So that's that. He didn't score any points, and he's going to dump, don't remember which one, defend 5. So these are what his objectives were, just in case. Got to show him. He gambited 2, but he didn't score anything anyway. Advance should be easy next turn. Objective 2 is up there, which I technically contested right now. Assassinate, which is kill a character. He didn't do that, and he's dumping 5 because that's on my side. On to Blood Angels turn 3. Real quick, Blood Angels turn 3. Obviously, most importantly, got the Sanguinary Priest out and hit him for hold the line, and he healed himself by 1. Tactical Marines advanced over there, same with the dreadnought over there. Librarian Dread shot its moved with wings down there closer to Guilleman on the bottom floor, and then casted Smite onto Guilleman, only did 1 wound. It ended up not being worth it because during the soul phase I actually didn't kill him with my first halberd. All I needed was I only had 3 attacks. I needed hit on 2s, missed 1, and then wound on 2s, and that would have just been a dead if I got both wounds. And I even used the command point. 1 wound went through, meaning 3 damage, so he had 1 wound left. I re-rolled the 1, got another 1, and didn't get it back, so I have 2 command points left. He swung back, didn't do anything, but the most important thing was that I didn't get those points. I would have gotten Scour the Skies, I would have gotten Assassinate. That would have been nice. At the very least, I've got to hold the line, and I gambited 1, so I got 2 points. On to Ultramarines turn 4. As expected, during Ultramarines turn 4, Librarian Dread is dead. At the very least, nothing else he could see from line of sight, so I'm going to have to hide them as best I can for the next up-and-coming turns. And yeah, that's it. He did not blow up. killing that lieutenant could really bite me in the ass. That was an extra 2 points that could have helped there. Got the noble self-sacrifice because obviously the character died, the character being my librarian dread up there. And that's it. I did forget to mention, I may have mentioned it, I'm not sure, during the army breakdown, but he had the 6-up Feel No Pain, rerolling ones, obviously. Not the 5-up because you have to have the Black Rage special roll, which he does not. So that's the one he chose. And I can't no longer get command points back because he had that relic too. I think he can get the relic. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. Either way, Librarian Dread is dead as expected, and he got, see, he gambited 3, and he actually got 3. He got Advance, he got Secure Objective 2, he got Assassinate, and Warlord, so that's 7 points in that one turn. Pretty nasty. On to Blood Angel's turn 4. Blood Angel's turn 4, had Assassinate from last turn, drew Domination, Supremacy, and Mission Critical Objective 1 I rolled off, and that's 1. I wasn't going to be able to get that because I had to be outside the 9 inches if I was going to use that stratagem to throw a unit of jump packs 9 inches away from the enemy. So I didn't try to go for that. Instead I tried going for the Lieutenant, which I actually killed him with the Sanguinary Priest. He shot his Kami Melta and killed him, so that was nice. Let's see, yeah, that's it. I scored, I gambited 1 point, so I got the 1 point. Thankfully it was only 1. I will likely dump Domination, and that's it. On to, got 2 points there, on to Ultramarines turn 5. Ultramarines turn 5, we already threw the card away, but he had Big Aim Hunter, which he dumped because my dreadnought is hidden really well behind that building over there. 174 points to good use, man. Yeah, that was a mistake bringing him. He had Domination, Defend 4, which we'll likely get there. That's going to be automatic 2 points on my turn, at the end of my turn. And he got no prisoners. He gambited 1 and got it. So he killed the Sanguinary Priest, no problem, with just killing man himself, as expected. That is pretty much it, as everything just kind of moved up. Don't think he'll be able to see much next turn, so it's really going to come down to whether I can get some points. Yeah, because he's going to get an automatic 2 points on at the end of my turn, so got to keep that in mind. Right now he's up by 2 points. I think it's 15. Should be 15 to 13. I tied it last turn. We'll double check in a sec, but that's what I think it is at this point in time. On to Blood Angels, turn 5.
Strategy to it.
End of turn 5 for the Blood Angels. I dumped Supremacy already. Drew Valor of the Angels, which I was not able to get. Kingslayer, which is Guilleman. Yeah, right. And Mission Critical Objective 1 still from last turn, which is right there. Didn't do anything. Didn't move. That was it. Game went on. We rolled a die and got a 4. So the game is on to turn 6. He got Defend 4, so at this point he's 4 points ahead. Very, very likely that he'll win. We'll just do I mean, turn 6 is going to be so quick. We're just going to really quickly do it and see how it goes. But yes, he has an extra 4 points, or 2 points. So he has 17, I have 13. On to Ultramarines turn 6. End of Ultramarines turn 6. I guess there's really no point to go on. I don't know. I just thought maybe, you never know. I guess I'll see what I draw next turn. He already ended his turn. He got 2 points for 1 being Gambit and 1 being going to get this Objective 1, which he advanced up there. And then I got Advance, which is get out of my deployment zone. I'm not doing that. Alright, that's game. Blood Angels lose. Either way, that was fun. I actually really like the powers that the Blood Angels have. Wings of Sanguinius is pretty awesome on a Librarian Dread. Taking 2 Death Company Dreads was a big mistake. I should have taken some Sanguinary Guard, which I thought I originally had. That's alright, that's my bad. Good game, at least I brought it back. This mission is also really nice in getting objectives, so you can kind of guess what you think you're going to get and whatnot. Either way, Ultramarines win. Guilleman is beast. And thanks for watching, guys.